What's up, everybody, and welcome to another collective reading with yours truly. Interesting. Okay. So I've been called. Excuse my voice. It's like a little. I don't know what the hell's going on. The seasons are changing again. You know, like we're technically still in spring, but it's starting to feel like summer. If you're from New York, you know we really only got two seasons. It's either cold as fuck or hot as fuck, and that's pretty much the end of it. So excuse my voice if it sounds a little more raspy or hoarser than usual because I naturally have like a deep ass raspy voice anyway. Um, so I'm being called to give you guys a collective message. The first word that I'm getting to my head right now is visitor. Okay, so a lot of you can be visiting someone or someone is coming to pay you a visit. Okay, I do feel like this is a pleasant surprise. It's a surprise. It's shocking. Like, what are you doing here? But it's not in bad taste. Um, I do feel like someone has just missed you, okay? And they want to hang out, they want to show up, they want to do something together. People can be reaching out to you as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a surprise visit, but it can be like a surprise message because someone reaches out and says, hey, you know, it's been a while, I'd love to hang out with you. And you're like, oh shit, you know, I haven't hung out with this person in a long time. So a lot of you can be coming into a space now where people are finding the time, the energy, and the space to come together with you, okay? Or you can be feeling the need to reach out to someone that you haven't seen or spoken to in a while. So I do feel like there is sort of this like it's a good vibe. It's good vibes, okay, when this comes together. I feel like there's a lot of catching up to you to do. I don't know why I wanted to say catching up to you. So this could be someone that maybe at some point you guys sort of took different paths, okay, and it was maybe you thought like, wow, that happened suddenly, or I don't really know. You know when you like lose touch with people, you there was really no reason. There was really no like, it wasn't like a bad fallout or a bad blood or anything like that. It's just kind of you grew up and went separate ways and kind of got busy with life. I feel like it's because someone, whether you or them, was really trying to just become more stable in your life, okay? Create a better version of yourself, become a better version of yourself. And so now that you have kind of a little wiggle room, or this person has come into a space where they feel comfortable, all right, and stable, and they feel like, yeah, I can travel now, I can spend a little money, I can have a little free time, okay? They're coming back around to you, all right? I don't really see this as a romantic connection, although it might be for a very small few of you. I see this more as like old friends, or an old classmate or colleague, somebody that you once were thick as thieves with, is what I'm hearing, thick as thieves. And shit just kind of like mellowed out, and now it's coming back together. Okay, there's a reunion of sorts with you and someone, or you with people, because there's three people here. Okay. Okay. Let's get into some of the tarot cards. I feel really compelled to tell you as well, like, this is an entirely separate message, has nothing to do with the visitor. There is somebody who is like exclusively watching you. I mean exclusively, like every single day this person is going out their way to look at your social media, to drive by your house, walk by your job, run into places where they know that you hang out, like, they yeah, I don't know, Lord. I mean, I don't know what the law defines as like stalker. I don't really know what the actual, like, maybe you have to look that up to some degree. But I, this person is, yeah, for lack of better words, they're like stalking you, okay? Like they really, this person thinks about you more than they think about anything else, okay? And it's a very weird energy. I'll say that. Like it's like, it's kind of creepy at this point, I think. Oddly enough, and I don't know why I said oddly enough. That's sexist. Forgive me, but this feels like a woman. Okay, usually like, and I say that like I don't want to be like I don't want to look like I'm sexist or prejudiced or anything like that, because, but very often, stalking is associated with like a masculine energy, but I'm getting very strongly that this is a woman. Okay, this is a woman who's just watching your every fucking move. Whether it's a woman watching a man or a woman watching another woman, it's giving weird, and the weird energy is because I don't think that this person likes you, but they're like obsessed, like they can't help themselves but to like watch you, or I don't know how to explain this. Maybe that's what stalker is. I don't know. Like it's like this person in another world, they would love you. Like in another world, they would worship the ground you walk on. They want to be like you. They want to be your friend. They admire you. Like you inspire this person on a lot of levels. It's like this woman, she's looking at you, and again, whether you're a man or a woman receiving this, there's something in you that she truly admires and is inspired by and wants to be like and wants to put into practice, um, but she doesn't like you. Like she's upset about this. And I don't know if it's more upsetting to her that she's not who you are and wants to be, or that she borderline is like loves you so much that, but she can't be with you. You understand? Like I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's one or the other, or some fucking sick combination of both, where like I want to be like you, I want to be your friend, but I can't stand you. Get help. I hope you're not the fucking stalker that I'm talking to, because I feel like the stalking ass energy is coming across this video at some point. So get help if that's you. Um, I don't see like necessary. I mean, things can be pretty unhealthy when someone is so obsessive, but I don't really feel like you're in danger. I feel, in fact, you're actually very protected and very unbothered by this energy. Um, But unfortunately, when people, it's the same thing like when they say to use manifestation, right? And unfortunately, manifestations can be very distorted, okay, as well. Um, when you obsessively think about something, or you obsessively sort of tell the universe, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, or this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and you keep saying that, um, they get to connect somehow, like, so maybe this is somebody, I'm not, you don't fuck with this person, you don't be around them, you don't run in the same circles and nothing, but they obsess over you so crazy that maybe they're like popping up into your dreams, or you're thinking about them at random moments, because I do feel like it's someone but it's somebody that you just know, like you don't know them like personally, you just know them like, oh yeah, I've seen that fucking idiot before. Like, oh yeah, that's so and so's cousin or so and so's friend or mom or brother or boyfriend or girlfriend. You know what I mean? But you don't know them. You don't chill with them. You don't give a fuck about none of that. It's just, small world type energy. And so you can randomly like dream about this person. I'm getting that some of you have seen this person in your dreams, or you randomly like hear about them through conversation, and it's odd because it's like this person's never come up with conversation before, or I don't even know who this is, or why the fuck do I care? And it's because that they are obsessively thinking about you and obsessively watching you and so even whether they are trying to or not, they are penetrating your energy to a degree, okay? um so yeah, all right, let's get into the tarot. That shit came in crazy. All right. Uninvited guest. That's funny. That's the uninvited guest. But you do have, that's, again, it was a separate message. Spirit made very clear from the first message that you are going to sort of reunite with someone that you do like and get along with and stuff like that. That could be possibly a problem for the stalker, okay? Possibly that could be why it came in right after that way. All right, let's get into the tarot for the collective. Spirit, this is so strange. The weather is getting nicer. A lot of you can be redecorating. I'm hearing like redecorating for your house, setting up your yards, you know, especially if you have like backyard space, porch, garden space, outdoorsy type stuff, terrace, whatever. Like you guys can be buying your grills, getting your stuff ready to like host. All right, there's a lot of fun here. There's definitely a lot of coming together. I feel like people are wanting to come together. People are wanting to do more stuff as a unit, as a family, as a group. Yeah, can't lie. Nine of Cups, very nice. So a lot of you, there's a lot of partying, drinking, having fun. You're doing your thing, like you're making it your business to be at places and just do what feels good. Okay, there's definitely something that you've been wanting to do that is attached to this that is going to be very satisfying. Uh, you know, and fulfill you, so to speak, as well. I can feel like that has a lot to do with the visitor that's coming with the Three of Wands. Okay. Um, it's like you know somebody's coming. Like I said, some of you are literally planning um, for somebody. That could be why you're decorating. Maybe that's why I'm seeing people decorating and like shaping their house and stuff and buying things. It's like you're getting ready to receive these guests, ready to receive someone in your house. So you know how it goes, or like you're ready to do a party. So it's like, oh, I gotta buy stuff. I need to buy more chairs. I need to get like new tablecloths, new cups, right? Somebody's getting fancy, schnazzy with like the cups and shit, you know, the fun cups to make fun drinks. Yeah, at the liquor warehouse and shit. Okay. What else? Man, June is like, it's given like this big ass month of communication, you know, and connections. That's exactly what I'm getting, like communication and connections together. There is a lot of travel as well. So again, with the people coming to visit or you going to visit, there's a lot of movement here on buses, on trains, on planes. Okay, it's so funny because the sun card was flipped like backwards, and then but it was like right in front of the moon. Okay, give me 1 second because my son always has an emergency when I want to send a message. No, I'm doing work. You just asked for the TV. Okay. Look at Incredibles. Have a good one. My son always thinks like it's his time to shine when I get on this camera. I swear he does it all the time. It doesn't matter if I'm doing a collective reading, a private reading, it doesn't matter. That's when he feels like, yeah, this is my big debut. Either way, I was saying the sun was flipped right over the moon, which is incredible to me. But, you know, I have a few messages with that. Number one, you do know that we did experience the lunar and solar eclipse back to back, right? This year, I keep talking about that in my general messages because it is super duper relevant. Also, though, this is something like a lot of things are being exposed, being uncovered, being discovered. Okay, I'm hearing discovered as well. So something like brand new information. You know how like when you're expecting information and it comes to you, like it finally you're like expecting someone to say something to you, and then like it finally comes and it's nothing that you've been killing yourself about. Like literally you've been over obsessing, overthinking, like, oh, I already know this is, I know this, 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 and you thought so bad that you had it right, you thought you had it figured out, and you don't. When the news comes to you, it's like that's the face. Like what? Like, you know? And this can be good or bad. I don't really see it as bad. I just feel it as, I actually think it's great news. And if I'm being upfront about it, I think it's rather good news. It's positive. It is at least having a positive effect on you as far as your life goes. But I do think that it's pretty shocking. It's pretty like, wow, I was not expecting that at all. Okay, like a lot of your intuition has been distorted. You know, as of late, a lot of you are like losing sleep, or you know, you're just, your mind is really cloudy and you can't really think straight, and it's because so much is happening at once. It's not that you're not like trying to do things in the right way, or you know, put one foot in front of the other. It's just like so much shit is happening right now, and there's so much to deal with. You know, a lot of you are dealing with great change in your life at this time, with homes, with families, with all kinds of things. And so you haven't really the time to focus on one thing. It's like when you try to put your mind on one thing, three other things happen that now require your attention. And so you've kind of been, you know, rotating or maybe spread a little thin even. And so you haven't been able to really uh, hone in and ground yourself. All right. Some of you are needing to go and stand in some grass, sit under a tree, do something like that. All right. Just to like give back all that heavy like shit back to the earth and allow it to rejuvenate you, allow it to rest your soul. Okay, there's emphasis on solar plexus here a lot. um, but this month I'm feeling like June specifically, like I'm getting, because I see the sixes everywhere and the sun is emphasized as well here. So I do feel like June is a month of a lot of connection and communication. You are reconnecting with people, connecting with people for the first time, discovering new things, learning new information. There definitely is a lot of exchanged information here. Okay, there's a lot going back and forth surrounding different things. This is heavily surrounding relationships. Okay, heavily surrounding relationships, not just the romantic kind, but also the ones with friends, the ones with family. All right, there's a lot of deep communication. um, I feel like people are wanting to be more vulnerable, more open. Okay, like people are just in this general energy where they want to express how they feel deep down inside. A lot of you are not aware that these feelings were the way they were, and so that can be kind of the shocking information. Like you never knew how somebody thought about you. It's interesting because I recently have been rewatching 13 Reasons Why, which phenomenal fucking show. Netflix did their thing with that, but it is not for the faint of heart. Okay. Unfortunately, the situations in that show are extremely real. They happen every day, especially to young people, but to everybody. Okay, we even face that in adulthood. We even face that when we're in our fucking 60s. So if you're gonna watch that show, I would recommend you watch it with somebody that you trust, that you can speak to and through it. They even like disclaim that on every damn episode, okay? Because wow, powerful stuff. But what I want to say is I've been recently watching that show, and there's an episode where this kid Bryce had to write a letter to himself at from his mother's perspective. Okay, and this is big. This is for somebody I know it. So maybe that, you know, one of, in spirit is saying yes, this is a great practice. That could be a little deep, you know, that could be a little heavy, but I feel like I'm speaking specifically to a parent dynamic, like a parent and a child and their mother, a child and their father, whatever. And it can be anyone, you know, this could work for anyone. It can work in love relationships as well, but I feel like I'm targeting a parent right now. And so basically, what they made this kid do is write a letter to himself as if he were his mother, and then read it to himself to see how he feels about, like, you know, to get the emotion out in full, and then give it to his mother so that she can read it and understand, this is how you make me feel. Okay, and so and it can be done vice versa. And it was really shocking to her because she had no idea that her fucking rich, white, privileged son, who has everything, who she's done everything for, felt so sad, so hurt, and like he's such a burden in her life. And so it was a really emotional moment, and I thought it was, I mean, I can relate to a lot of that. So it was very touching for me. But I feel like some of you are coming into a space, especially parents. I'm speaking directly to parents or to children with who are having a. And when I say children, we can obviously be grown, right? I mean, I'm in my 30s, so but I'm still somebody's kid. I'm still somebody's child, and that's kind of what it boils down to. Is that parents often have a hard time seeing the child in you. Okay, even like they have a hard time seeing the adult in you. And so even if you're grown, even if you're not grown, but like you're like 16 or 17, right? 18 or 20, your mom or your dad, they still look at you and see, the 5-year old running around their house who needs me to cook and do everything for them. And it's like, they have trouble, seeing you as anything else at sometimes. And so I feel like there is a family dynamic here that is requiring this kind of rehabilitation, requiring this kind of intervention and mediation. Okay, are the words that Spirit has given me. So that could be really important and really impactful for your life going forward. All right. Wow. Wow. I didn't even realize that that's exactly what that scene, like I would have to, okay, that's why they brought me here. Sorry. Spirit ceases to amaze me. Moving forward. Yeah, you see, there is an ending of silence, all right, coming to you in the month of June. This is happening rather quickly. I think you've been very patient about it. I think that, excuse me, sir. I think that you've been very patient about it. That you've waited and you've kind of waited and watched is what I'm hearing. Like waited and watched. There's a lot of observation, just analyzing like how somebody's body language is speaking loud, like, and that's what it's coming to. And I think this person realizes as well. I think that once upon a time there was someone here who could really mask their emotions well, really was able to kind of keep a poker face or act very nonchalant, like they didn't give a shit about something, like something wasn't bothering them. And as time has progressed, it's showing, like this is coming out. And that's a true thing, when things go undetected, unspoken, unlike, untreated. The words that are coming is incredible, but that tends to come out through the surface, right? It's almost like a demon. This is not demonic stuff right now, but it's almost like when you see somebody who has always been evil, but like now you can see it on their face, like, like they start to look strange, like they start to look deranged, their eyes don't look the same, their skin is bad, I don't know, the fucking hair's falling out, they look like they're foaming at the mouth or some shit. And it's because now that demon is so strong. And it's the same with this person. Not that they have a demon, but that they've been holding something in so long that now it's showing on the outside, whether they're saying it or not. And so you can see it very clearly, like, like this person got something on their mind, and it's like, you got something you want to get off your chest. And it's like every time you ask that, they're like, no, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. But you can see very clearly that this person is not fine. You got something to say, you thinking about something. This shit is like, your energy's off, you fucking up shit around the house. Like, what the fuck's going on? So, and they know this now. Because it's like now they're looking in the mirror and they can see it. Or they can realize that they're not acting the same anymore. Their behavior has changed, their moods have changed. And it's like, damn, if I know people could notice this, and they don't want to carry the burden anymore. So it's like now they're ready to just say it. They're ready to just say their piece, say what it is, speak their truth, and live in it. And I feel like it's good for everybody. It's good for them. It's good for you. It's good for the world. It's just good. Okay, this release. There's an ending to this silence. Whatever it is that has been kept quiet for mad, like God knows how long in some situations here, like even years for some people, it's coming out. It's coming out now. Okay, like there's no time like now. I explained the other day on Facebook. I wrote something because it was just on my mind, and sometimes I just write because it's better than to speak. And I wrote something along the lines like, "Why do people think we have time?" You know, and that's the truth. Like we don't. We just don't. Like there's no time like right now, because the one certainty, that's what I wrote. Thank you, Spirit. The one certain thing in this life is death. You know who I worship. And I know people have their own fucking imagination about what she represents, but I don't care, because when have I ever? But moving forward, the one certain thing in life is death. That is the certainty. And the most important part of that fact and inevitability is that we do not know when. We don't know when. Okay? We don't know when. We rarely know how. You know what I'm trying to say? You can be sick with stage 4 cancer and everybody's like, oh my God, this person, they're so sick, they're gonna die. And yes, that is very true. It's a terminal illness. So inevitably, you will pass away. But now you stage 4 cancer, you're expecting that's the way to go. You walk outside and you get hit by a car. Boom, cancer didn't even kill you. The car did. So it's one of those situations where it's like, why do we take time for granted? Okay, it's like there's no time like the present. It's time for you to say what you have to say how you feel, make that move, change that job, try that new thing, whatever, whatever, whatever. Who gives a shit? Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Go for it, because tomorrow's too late. A lot of times tomorrow is too late, and I think that is what a lot of us are coming into enlightenment about in the month of June. Okay, there's a lot of that. A lot of I just see light, light, light. Everything's being exposed. Like, there's nowhere to hide. It's like being on a desert in the middle of the day. You can see. You know what I mean? Like, this everything is very clear as day. Like, I can see that rock, I can see that cactus, I can see that coyote, I can see because the sun is out and nothing is hiding. There's nothing under a bridge. There's nothing, there's no shadow. There's no shadows. You understand? It's just clear as day what the fuck is happening. So yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna close out with a little extra here. A little advice or something. Thanks. Okay, that was cute. Community, can't make it up. Those are the visitors they spoke about. Yeah, change. You got, for some of you, these are romantic situations that are coming out, because I didn't show you guys before, but the lovers did come out, and now you have a marriage card. So a lot of you, this is that kind of conversation that's coming to light, or that type of realization. But change in community as well. Okay, I do feel like these things that's what was behind thoughts. These things that were once thoughts are becoming words, and there is a lot of just coming together, collaborating, having fun, partying, everything. Friends coming to visit, you going to visit, taking trips, girl trips, boy trips, everything. It's really about connections and communication in the month of June. That stands very clear. All right, so that is the message that I have for you guys today. I hope everybody is doing well and finding themselves in good health, love, light, and abundance.